What's going on, guys? Hope you're well wherever you are, whatever the time. And today I actually wanted something a little bit different. I actually wanted to talk about 3 mistakes that I made when I first started lifting all those years ago. And if you don't know me, my name is Elliot Gibson. I have been training pretty close to 10 years now, and I would like to think that I put on a good chunk of size, and not only that, but I've helped a lot of people do exactly the same thing. And really, I'm making this video so that you don't have to make exactly the same mistakes that I did all those years ago. Essentially, what this is going to do is save you time, which is a ridiculously valuable commodity when you're trying to get jacked. And I'm also probably going to save you money as well. Anyway, without further ado, let's get straight into number 1. First mistake I made was not investing into a coach, because I've got YouTube, right? I've got Google, I've got all these other platforms. I can just learn from there. I don't need to give money to a coach. And if I'm being real, that's actually just really stupid. Looking back now, hiring somebody could have just helped me so much with my nutrition. It would have just helped me so much in terms of structuring a program, and it would have just held me more accountable to my goals. It would have just fast-tracked me massively to building more muscle. I started training when I was in my first year at university. I was 19 years old, and 100%, I'm from the UK, 100% I could have used the money that I got from a student loan to invest in a coach, because that's what you fucking do. When you're a student, you get given this chunk of money, and yes, it is supposed to go on your studies, but you end up having a pretty decent chunk left over. I believe I was also working as well, so I had some money from that as well. I could have 100% got myself a coach. But just spending money on just bullshit and just things that gave me that instant gratification. If you've literally just got into lifting and you're trying to get massive, 100% get yourself a coach. Obviously, the only risk of hiring a coach is that you might hire one that is absolutely terrible. Funny story, actually, the first coach that I got he was horrific. He was horrendous. Really bad with communication. Another funny, interesting fact about me is I really do not like bananas, believe it or not. And after telling him this, once he sent my meal plan, he then sent a meal plan again, and it still had bananas. Then he sent one again, and it still had bananas. So clearly this coach just wasn't listening. That's the type of coach that you don't want to invest in. However, when I did get a great coach, the speed at which I built muscle just went up significantly. I had just so much of a better understanding on building muscle, my own body, and actually what it took for me to get to my goal. So that's mistake number 1, not hiring a coach. Don't do it, get yourself a coach. Number 2 is I spent way too much money on supplements. Way too much money. And guys, if you've just started lifting, supplements really should be at the bottom end of your pecking order when it comes to what's gonna give you the most gains. Like whey protein and creatine, and even whey protein is not necessary, but if you wanna get yourself some creatine, that's absolutely fine. But aside from that, you don't really need anything else. It's all just extra money that could be spent going towards a coach, trust me. I actually remember watching like some of my favorite bodybuilders. So I'd watch like Jordan Peters and I'd watch James Hollingshead. And I remember specifically watching this video from James Hollingshead where he was in the gym and he was talking about intra-workout drinks. I think I was like maybe 6 months into lifting, if that. And he was talking about putting like Pepto Pro in his drink and EAAs and all of his other stuff. And I literally on that same day went and spent like, I think the Pepto Pro alone, which came in a very small bag, it was like, I think it was like a 50-gram bag of Pepto Pro. And he just said that it was really good for him. Bear in mind, this guy is like a 280-pound bodybuilder. And I went and bought it. It cost me like 50 quid for this really small bag. I bought some EAAs, I bought some other stuff to put into the intra-workout drink. Guys, it done absolutely nothing for me. Nothing. And I'm not surprised that it did, because you just don't need that when you start lifting. The needs of like an experienced bodybuilder and somebody who's gone through the process for years, like decades, is going to be different to your needs when you've just started lifting and you're literally a baby to building muscle. Your priority, if you are just starting out, should be improving your performance in the gym, so getting stronger, your nutrition, nailing that, and sleeping like a king. That's all you need. Trust me, it will save you a lot of money, and also it will mean that you can invest in other things that are going to give you more bang for your buck. I've probably inadvertently like ruined my chance of getting a sponsorship with any supplement company just there. You don't actually need this stuff to get huge. It's just, you don't need it. And number 3, the third mistake that I made when I first started lifting is not tracking my metrics, not tracking any data whatsoever. So I told myself that I have this goal is really important to me. When I was younger and just started lifting, I was really skinny. The goal was just to fill out t-shirts, be able to take off my top and just be confident. Essentially, I wanted more size, right? How can I track if I'm moving close towards that goal? I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't tracking anything. I wasn't tracking my body weight, my calories. I wasn't taking any progress photos. I wasn't tracking my protein intake. You can't manage what you don't measure, right? How can you do that? You can't. If you're trying to manage your money, you're going to have a budget and you're going to look at your spending, right? You're not going to just say, okay, I want to manage my money, and then nothing changes and nothing happens because you haven't measured anything. I was constantly saying and telling people, no, but I'm eating a lot of food, and I had absolutely no idea how many calories I was actually taking in. And trust me, once I actually got a coach, it kind of just made me realize the importance of managing these metrics and tracking these metrics. So weighing myself every morning, my body weight every single morning, tracking my calories, my protein, and kind of just my other macros as well, tracking my lifts in the gym to make sure that my performance was improving. All of these things that were tracked, it just allowed me to make progress quicker. So yeah guys, that is the final mistake that I made when I first started lifting, not tracking my metrics. And there you have it, 3 mistakes that I made when I first started lifting, so you don't have to make the same mistakes. I honestly really hope this helped, and if you have any questions, please just leave a comment below. If I could also ask you to like the video as well, because it helps to get the video seen by so much more people, and the goal with these videos is just to help as many people as possible for free. Really appreciate you, hope you enjoyed, and see you soon.